Hello everyone, this is a new series I'm going to start up. This is going to be called AOE 3 After Action Review. And we have two teams here. I am Declaration of Independence, that's who I'm playing as. And then we have Barico, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's a Lakota versus Lakota game. I'm blue and we have our opponent as red. And an after action review, I'm going to start uploading, recording games, and hopefully we learn something from them. I mean, I definitely do, and hopefully you do too. I do like playing mirror classes, especially when it's a Lakota versus a Lakota game. But let's get this started. We're going to start in the viewpoint of my opponent. I kind of want to see how he starts out. What is he aging with? And we're actually going to take the lock off, and we'll bounce right back up there. And you can see it looks like he's kind of doing very similar to me in the beginning. He's using his explorer to, gather treasures. He's got his villagers mainly on food. He's herding with the villager over here. And we'll take a look at myself over here and swing down over there. And I'm basically doing the same thing. I'll move around here, make sure I move around the correct way. And this is a really, really fun game. Like I said, I love doing mirror games because I get to see, am I playing my class right? And it's a real challenge. And this was a very, very close game. But you can see I'm going around there trying to gather food here. That wasn't food. Did I grab that one? No, that's him. He actually grabbed it. I'm like I said, this wouldn't be one that I would grab. I'm down here grabbing food so that way I can age faster. Did he actually grab that? He did. Decreases building construction time. Okay. And I'll better click over here. Like I said, this is the first set in the episode, so we're gonna get kind of used to how we're gonna do it. So bear with me. And there he's getting some food there. So we're both exploring. I'm at 328 for food. What is he at? He's at 163. 7 villagers, and we are at 8 villagers. So we're just a little bit ahead of them on the start. And we really do pretty much play very similar. I'm grabbing food. He's grabbing food. We got our villagers on food. Try to get that first age up, or start aging up as soon as possible. And then I think around the 6-minute mark is kind of when we start diverging a little bit in strategies. And let's take a look at him here. So I just got my first card. He is just about to get his first card. He's at 9 villagers, and I'm at 9. So yeah, we're neck to neck right at the beginning. Playing the Lakota very similar. Oh, is he gonna grab this one? I wouldn't have gone this either. Oh, but I do remember him grabbing this, the rhino. I don't see the benefit of having the rhino, but I'm still learning the game, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing these after action reviews, so that way I learn. His rhino does actually come into play a little bit later too. It kind of threw me off. All right, so there we go. We got 55 XP. But yeah, kind of the things I take priority, and you guys can correct me in the chat below, or in the comments below. If you guys kind of go for food, coin, wood, kind of like my priority, I go for XP. But if those guardians, I kind of skip over. So we're at 14. I age with 15 villagers. He's at 14 villagers as well right now. 575 food. So should be just starting aging here. Yep. So we just started aging at 244, and he is not there yet. So we beat him on the punch on aging. He's exploring my base down here in the south. And then I'm starting to recon here. Let's actually look at the my viewpoint right now. Let's see what I've cleared out. So we're gonna go to my viewpoint. So I've kind of scanned my near area. Now that I'm aging, I'm gonna start scanning the enemy area. So that way, I have put a person up here. This is gonna be my forward operating base, or forward base. Sending him up over there. And yeah, we're gonna start scouting his enemy territory. Let's see if he kind of has a similar map as me. So our opponent there, yeah, he's looking very similar. Has a clear cut. He has that middle all cleared out. And he's already started aging as well. Let's look down here. So here he is moving. Again, I'm blue, Declaration of Independence, and my opponent is red. We're going to take a back off the eye look because I really want to see how we're both moving around the map. And right here you guys can see I've already started building my forward base here. And we're going to be doing a war hut. And what's nice about the Lakota is you can actually build the war hut during age 1. You just have to get 250 wood. So I like to try to build that during the age up process. Get this built and get a card. There he got his rhino finally. Randy the pet rhino. He's a big boy. It threw me off. Definitely did. And he's not far behind me, but we're going to be aging at about, what, 412 maybe? 412, 411. And you'll see I'm going to be sending that. I was a little bit of a delay on the card sending. And that what kind of hurt me too, because I think he got his card about the same time as me. So definitely, and we actually killed him. This is actually, that has to hurt him. He tried to kill my villager. Ended up getting hit by my war hut and dying. Definitely, you don't want to lose your guardian. We still haven't set my first card yet. There we go. We sent it way late. He's already aged now. And he sent his card. So I could have had, you know, maybe a 20-second lead. And he's building his forward base. Not too forward. Let's just say he's building a war hut. But he's protecting these hunts. So very good. Because when I was scouting around the map, I didn't notice yet he had food here. He was gathering here. And you'll see this is going to be the first spot I go to is over to collect this area. My guardian is not doing much. Do I have most of the map scanned? Yeah, I have most of the map already scanned out. Kind of key thing that I focus on is getting these hunts all cleared up. And it looks like there we go. So we're going to actually take this off. This was an error in my part. Another review that I noticed. I was like, why are my horses so slow? There was an archer mixed in that. So I didn't really get a push in. Saw he called his 4-axe riders. And that should have happened. I should have been able to send these up before I even got that built, but the delay in the card send did hurt me. We're going back to my my base, my forward base. He picked up his guardian there, and he's got pretty much a very similar army. 4-axe riders, and he got seats and bows, so very similar. And he just got his lord up, but I'm trying to take it out here real quick. He pulls it out, and we don't end up getting him there. So we're going to move in. So we actually got our clubman, which was good for us on here. But then I noticed he has that war hut. He has bows. I'm going to lose too many men here. Not worth it. But he did fight my axemen, or my clubmen, or club warriors. And I'm sending my troops over here to try to maybe get a flank over here. Do some raiding. There's no point in me just hanging out over here. So I retreat back to my base here. And we gather some more men. And he's holding out here too. So we're basically at a stalemate. If you look at point-wise, this is where he starts pulling ahead of me. And this gets me kind of worried. And we tried doing a little raid in here. He pushes his villages in. He sends these guys. It's not worth losing my riders. And this is where I made a mistake. I thought this would have been further enough away. But he hits me. I paused him there and I shouldn't have. So another lesson learned right there. Definitely pull them further away. And I actually end up losing all of my axe riders. Try to pull in my guardian over here that was just been chilling over there. Should have been using him in the entire fight for that speed bonus. But he's definitely, look at the points. He's almost 1,000 points ahead of me. I realize there's no point in me pushing in here. So I'm going to actually make a defensive posture here. I think originally I was thinking about raiding over here. And maybe I do. Because there's no way I'm pushing in here. And that's part of it too. It's like there's no point in me pushing in troops and a war hut when this is clearly open. And I'm protected with all these club warriors. And then he kind of rushes in there a little bit. And I'm trying to pull his bowman away from his war hut so I don't have that shooting at me. Trying to get a couple villagers off. he has bow riders now, and you can just see that score just growing on me. I'm like, no, not gonna. I don't want to lose men here. He's definitely has the numbers on me. His town center's gonna be shooting at me. It's gonna be a for sure loss. So, raiding is not going well for me. And we're gonna go to his viewpoint. I kind of want to see what he sees during this fight as far as me retreating. He just stopped his bow riders, luckily, and we're gonna retreat back to this area here. And if I take this off, meanwhile, I called in 5 villagers to get my economy going. I built a couple teepees. These will boost my unit's hit points. And we built a couple more club warriors. We built a stables. And then we're actually going to build some mines here. Because I know that we just built a corral, a stables. And we're going to need gold. Because I want to build some bow riders so that way I can take out his cavalry. We're going to go back to see what he sees. So he doesn't see any of that. And he's getting ready to build up his army. And this is where I think this was like the most critical mistake the enemy made here. And you guys will see. And actually, I'm going to zoom out here. Another thing that I did, this is a water map here. I went and pushed the water. My opponent did not. So he's not in the water. He's just getting... he's just using villagers. And you actually look at the villager count. He's at 25. I'm at 32. So I do have the economy on him. But he definitely has the army on me. So we're actually going to go to his viewpoint here. He doesn't see my army that I have. But you can see I have a pretty good army. I'm trying to stay within the teepees there. Oop, nope. Click it out. And he doesn't see that. So this is what he sees. I'm actually going to pause it right there. I just want to show you guys something. So here's a normal seaton. Well, that's a club warrior. Where's a bowman? So bowman normally just has 100 hit points. If you look at the guys next to the TP, these actually stack to get 10 additional ones. So he's at 121. So I'm getting a 20 additional hit points off of these TPs. And they do stack. So the more you have, the better position you're going to be. So we're going to unpause it here. Undo the map here. He doesn't really see the army that I have. And you can see we're just trading blows here. His score is, again, he's about 1,000 points ahead of me. A little bit over. He's shooting at my war hut, trying to take that out. I'm taking free hits on his men. And I do see the life going down. And this fight right here is kind of like the deciding factor of this. We got some bow riders that we built. I noticed, hey, this is going down. I need to build one up as soon as possible. See my troops going down. And then we can actually have another one of these shooting down. So we got just enough bowmen. We're building some bow riders. I think my economy is pretty much... It's stable, but I need more food. He has plenty of food. He doesn't have any villagers. He actually has a dance up. That's interesting. Increase the dance. Good on move on his part doing that. That's something that I need to do more of, is using the community plaza. How many villagers? I'm going to pause it real quick. How many villagers does he have on there? It's just 2.1. But it's still good move on his part. And he actually does end up killing me. He's shooting that, but we almost have our bull riders out. Oh, I'm actually looking at it. That's him. That he actually has more bull riders coming. Yeah, he built them, but they're not doing anything. They're moving. Do I have anything? Yeah, I actually have just seats and bows. But he's pulling out now. He actually didn't destroy it. Tiny little bit of life. We got club warriors. And we just hold them off here. And there's our bull riders, which will be able to handle the axe riders. And you can kind of see the score. We actually pulled ahead after that fight. We're at 37 villagers. He's at 27. So we got 10 additional villagers in him. He's pushing, retreating back. And we're building up our army. And again, I think the main deciding factor was that battle. But also now after that battle, it's basically a one-to-one trade. And I'm going to have the better economy. And what's nice about having a port plus food is if you're kind of high in one, you can build villagers either way. Like, I had a bunch of wood, and I could just build ships where I could preserve my food. So he went to a defensive posture. He actually went to raiding, which was a good move on his part, which I feel like he should have did while he was attacking me for that distraction point, because now I have my full focus on him. And I'm trying to chase these axe riders so I don't have to worry about my economy. Even with my lord, though, I feel like I have my guardian. I'm having a hard time catching them. And I pause, and they shoot. They got one, and we're just chasing him around the map. I don't want him to move. I even threw my villagers to get one shot at him, trying to stop him. He's finding a group of my villagers here. We're at 39 villagers. He's at 29, so he's building a few villagers. He switched his dance to production, so good on his part. And he's backing these out. And it's just 2 axe riders, and he's actually looks like he's pulling out some more axe riders. But we have bow riders, so definitely counter him. It's just trying to catch him. And we just missed him. Oh, we just missed him. And I think I actually decided just to let him be. I'm building 5 bow riders, and I set the point down here. I want to focus my attention on his base. There's no point in me chasing around the map while he's building up his economy. Town center will be shooting at him. And we'll have 5 riders to come down here and protect. So we're pushing his base while he's pushing ours. I'm hoping he's too busy looking down here. And I can hit. I should have been hitting these villagers. So another thing that I need to do. And he's taking a couple of my villagers out. 2 of them to be exact. Our bow riders are coming in. He brings these bowmen in here. Bow riders aren't going to beat him. So I queue up axe riders to deal with that. I'm gonna push again. So we got another one of his axe riders down. We're sending our bow riders after him. Just keep them at bay. Get our villagers back to work. Again, these guys will be able to handle any of these axe riders, so there's no need. So just waiting for these axe riders to pull in, so that way I can take out these bowmen and proceed on raiding. We got all 5 there. So what does he have queued? He just has villagers queued up. He's trying to get his economy going. He has a lot of food. Too much food. He should be having constant villagers being produced right now if he has 1,500 food. So we got our dog soldiers. We sent that card. Able to get a killer. So these guys are snaring them. And then we got our bow riders. So be able to pull off a few more. We got our axe riders. We're ready to go here. Again, I pull in here, knowing these guys are going to come to defend. And then we got our axe riders right there to take care of them. And that leaves his base pretty much defenseless. They're just destroying them, taking little. Destroying the market. He's pulling his axe riders back. He only has 1 left, and it's wounded. Bringing in units, clubmen, to start taking out that war hut, so we have a direct path from our forward base. And yeah, let's just go to my unit, and you can see we're building some bow riders because he has his stables here. We're taking out his war hut, so I'm not too worried about infantry, more worried about the clubs, or more worried about the horses. So continue bow riders. So you can see the points definitely changing up. You can actually see him aging. So that's why he was saving up his food, was aging. And we got to keep the price on. And you can actually see he does a really good job. Unfortunately, though, I really don't think Lakota have any game-changing age 3 cards that you can send. You know, they don't have falconets or anything. They do have Okina that you can send. You can send additional axe riders, but pretty much everything that you can build right away. Build on your own. And we're raiding trying to get as many of these villagers possible. Villagers here. Fishing up his army. You can see he has some rifle riders queued up. I know they're good against heavy infantry, but I honestly don't really have any heavy infantry. I think they're good against some cav too, but I'm definitely more mass than him. You can see that I have a 4,000 lead on him. He's sending them. He's sending the Wakina Rifleman card. And we're reinforcing our units. We destroyed his war hut. Now we got a free line into his base from our base. It's not far off. Chasing the units that he just spawned. I ended up pulling off some of the units because I see he pulled off some villagers. So we want to make our main attention that. We don't want him to get resources. So he's at 27 villagers right now on that raid. Our economy is at 42. And we're able to pick off a few here. And it's just going to be too hard. He just got the Wakina Rifleman. And you actually look at me. I've got units queued up, war clubs queued up. We got more reinforcements coming in. A couple horses coming in. So we're constant reinforcements. Chasing him off. We're trying to destroy some of his units. Keep him inside his town center here. And you can see he has 21 villagers in there. Not gathering resources, so. He does have one Axe Rider queued up. He's doing the spawn. He's trying to spawn warriors. So he's doing a great job using his community plaza. Yeah, looks like we're finishing him off, getting more of his villagers. Bowman versus Wakina. Looks like these bowmen are actually doing pretty good trade-off here. He's killing one at a time, but they're actually doing a really good job. And we're actually switched to me. You can see I'm still building Axe Riders, still building war clubs. Sending more and more in. They're just chilling there. Should have sent them in. But yeah, my bowman actually destroyed his Wakina. War clubs took out, and we're just finishing them off. So we're at 44 villagers, continuing to build up our economy. We're sending buffalo in. Even though there's plenty of hunts, I just wanted to keep my units close up. So I think I have him on berries too, just after he was raiding. Sending in more cavalry. And it's just hard for him to, we just have the momentum with the larger, it's kind of like the snowball effect with the larger army. No matter what he builds, he's just not going to be able to recover. And now he can't build any units, he just has his T-Town Center left. Looks like he's delivering 5 rifle riders from his home city. Again, they're just not going to have much of an effect since I'm just continuing to build units. I see he has some villagers here gathering food. So we quickly make good work of those. Chase him off. He's trying to do what he can for like stopping and shooting, but it's not it. It's just brought his villagers back out, bringing our clubmen in to kill a few of them. Then we return our whole army back. He's building a few bowmen from his base. So good on him trying to get that out. Well, we got these Axe Riders that come in now. Plus our main army coming back. I don't know if they need to make these units stronger, but it honestly, like, you have your villagers being exposed there. I'm not sure if that's the best thing. But definitely a great game. I wonder if we can view the post game here. Timeline. And I like to look at 3 metrics here. One is villager count. So you can see he kind of stopped building villagers, but we continued to move up. And military unit count. You can actually see he was higher than me. This is when he was he had more points than me, but we were able to defend there at that our forward base, using those TPs, using that war hut, and basically making them about even with us. And then with our superior economy, we're able to rebuild, and we'll just take the third tier. I like to look at it all, gathering resources. You can see when I actually sent some crates here, the little increase, and definitely a huge difference there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first after action review. Definitely more to come.